If you're looking for a place to buy or sell your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, check out u4gm.com as a reliable place to do so and use code ELITE, E-L-Y-Y-T, for 5% off at checkout. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we're talking about the best investments to make in the final days leading up to the full release of the Team of the Year and the 12th man, who you may have seen in the thumbnail today. But we've got some SBCs that have not been released yet. We know they're due. We know they're coming soon. And they have to be pretty soon because, well, we are already about 5 days into this promo. Well, I guess 4 days. Yes, today would be day 5. So we're 5 days into the promo. These leaks have been out for a little while. It just seems due. And one of those cards is the Team of the Year Flashback Paul Pogba card. And because of that card specifically, I've gone out and I've been looking at some link investments, and Ribery is one of those cards that I've picked up a couple of already. He's at 410K right now. I wouldn't spend more than 400 on him. He's been hovering between 390 and 400 since the beginning of Team of the Year. In the pre-Team of the Year crash, he was down to 330. If you got in at that time, you're making bank already, but not very many people did, at least specifically for this kind of investment. Now, is he up because of the hype of the Paul Pogba SBC? Yes, a little bit. That is true. But that 70K rise was mostly just because of people getting more buying power due to the first day of Team of the Year. And that kind of is reflected in the graph of Ribery. If we take a look at his graph here for Frank Ribery, we can see that over the course of the last, month, as you guys can see, he's been at about 400,000 coins, maybe 420, 430,000 coins. And then with the Team of the Year market crash that happened, he did go down to 330K. That would have been the best time to buy. And then once Team of the Year did drop on Friday, you can see he started rising back up, and he got back all the way up to 390,000 coins. So if you can get him for close to 390, you're looking good. And he gets a French link to Pogba, and he also gets the league link to Pogba. Now, Pogba is not going to be as difficult to link into a squad as that Gareth Bale squad building challenge was a couple days ago. Gareth Bale dropped into an SBC, and being from LAFC, that card is tough to link. So every single MLS hero card and LAFC links, such as Chiellini, all went extinct on the market, which is crazy how much people will go out of their way to build around some good value squad building challenge cards. Now, we knew that a lot of people would be doing squad building challenges during Team of the Year. It's the most active time of the year, and any SBC, whether it's good value or bad value, is going to get completed a lot. We saw it with Sergio Ramos and how much Hakimi rose in price, how much Verratti rose in price, and how much other cards on PSG links rose in price because of it. And that SBC, I mean, it's not even good value at all. You're looking at 640,000 coins for a center back card that is going to be replicated, and so many different cards are going to look like this within the next couple of months. You don't even have to wait till Team of the Season to see cards like this coming out. 650K is a lot to ask for. Now, Hugo Sanchez, on the other hand, that's a card that I think I'm going to go out and do because, as you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the videos and if you're new to the channel, well, welcome in. I have saved 10 million coins worth of packs for Team of the Year. If you take a look at my store, we have saved every single pack for the last 30 days now. We are a full month into the saving packs in the Team of the Year pack project, and it only shows you 30 packs. But if you take a look at the top, you can see we have 246, and we are not done yet. This is 10 million coins worth of packs, about $1,500 worth of packs, and we're not done. We've got a lot of upgrade SBCs to do over the next couple of days, so make sure to hit that sub button and make sure to turn on those notifications because we will be live streaming right here for those packs on YouTube. So make sure you're ready for that. I think that stream is going to be on Friday. That is, I believe, when the 12th man is going to come out, along with the full release of the Team of the Year. Now, we don't know if the defenders and goalkeeper are going to be out for a full 48 hours or if they're going to be out for just 24 hours. We've seen it in the past where they've kind of flip-flopped between the two, and we're not completely sure, although it's most likely they'll follow the trend of keeping it 48 hours for forwards and then midfielders and then 48 hours for the defenders as well. But I did a poll on Twitter and I only got 1,200 votes. I know I'm not the most followed person on Twitter. I'm no Elon Musk. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, well, you see my @ right there and the links down below. And you guys can go vote on this as well. But who did you take for your Team of the Year 12th man? And I put the 3 options. And the most voted for card is Erling Haaland at 49%. Valverde not too far behind. To be honest, I took Haaland, and I did not think it would be this close. I didn't think Valverde had much of a chance. Cancelo obviously is not going to be the 12th man. So it's kind of Valverde versus Haaland right now. I think Haaland is going to be the card that we will see for the 12th man. We can see it in the vote. We can kind of see it with how the community is talking. I know a lot of people really think Valverde deserves it. I also don't agree with that, but that is outside of my jurisdiction for FIFA trading. You guys can argue that down in the comments below. But what I'm going to tell you guys as a veteran of the Ultimate Team game for 10 years is that EA, in a vote that close, it's going to come down to what EA want, okay? They're not going to choose Cancelo. Maybe due to the vote, they'll get rid of Cancelo, but which is going to sell more packs for them? And the answer is Erling Haaland, whether you like it or not. That's what EA are going to do because they want more FIFA point sales. That's how EA work. So that is probably going to be who we see for the 12th man. And I'll tell you right now, I'd love to pack an Erling Haaland in one of these packs. But the main goal is to get a Jude Bellingham because I don't know if you guys could tell by the stuff in the background of my camera here. But we've got a Dortmund pillow. We've got a Dortmund ball. We've got a Dortmund scarf. We've got a signed Marco Reus picture down there. And Jude Bellingham is the first ever Dortmund Team of the Year. So we have to pack him. We absolutely have to pack Jude Bellingham. I don't care if you guys think he deserves to be in the Team of the Year either. Oh, it should have been Casemiro. Oh, it should have been Valverde. You know what? Maybe. But Bellingham's there, and we're going to pack him. That's all I got to say. So, with the investments for Pogba, we know of Ribery, and we know of Szczesny. We also know there are some other Juventus cards, like Moise Kean's Inform, and such as maybe you could go out and say Bonucci at center back. I don't know if that's going to be kind of behind the power curve or not, but those are kind of the ideas that you're looking for. The only downside to the Ribery investment is that we're also expecting a Player of the Month Mbappe. Where is that? We talked about it in the last video. We know he's already won the Player of the Month. That's not debatable. Ligue 1 has already announced that. But we haven't seen it in FIFA yet. Are EA waiting until Team of the Year is over to drop it? Are they going to drop it today because, well, he's not in packs right now, and so there's a couple more days until he goes back in packs. Could this be a good buffer zone for them to release it? Or are they just not going to release Player of the Month Mbappe at all? I don't know. But here's the deal. Franck Ribery is also a French striker. Now, he's not from the same league, but I will say that if Mbappe is good value, then a lot of people are going to go out and do that Mbappe Player of the Month squad building challenge. And that could end up meaning that people are replacing cards like Ribery in their squad for the new Mbappe. On the other hand, Paul Pogba could shoot his card up a ton. So there is some risk to that investment. But what there is not a ton of risk is on cards that are going out of packs. And I think this is a good card to look at. Now, he has gone up a little bit since I shouted him out in the last video because he was around 25 to 26K. Now he's up to 28,500 coins. You can see one there for 28K, maybe closer to 29,000 coins now, as you guys can see. You can get him on Snipes, and you probably will be able to get him later today because there's a lot of people that have invested in this card but won't have the patience to actually hold him throughout the entire weekend. And I think this card gets over 30K no problem at all. So it's a safe investment in Theo Hernandez. You also can look at other cards that are going out of packs for quite a while. And we're looking at defenders and goalkeepers. It's Courtois. Courtois is an SBC fodder card, and not only is he an SBC fodder card, but he's a 90 rated SBC fodder card. And with that, you know that he is going to be needed for whatever SBC is going to come out in the next couple of days. Whether it's Mbappe, whether it's Pogba, or whether it's something we don't have leaks of quite yet, he is going to be needed for those squad building challenges. And on top of that, he's going to be taken out of packs. So the supply is going to be cut off. But when we also look at other 90 rated cards, there's only 2 other 90 rated cards that are even in packs. That's right. Only 2 more that are in packs. So if you need a 90 rated card, you have to either buy Salah or you have to buy Neuer. And you have to buy, obviously, Courtois. Or you could go out and get Casemiro or Kane, who are also out of packs. And once things are starting to heat up for the 90 rated SBC fodder, those cards will go up a little bit quicker than the Salah and Neuer. So you can already see Courtois is a little bit more expensive than Salah and Neuer. That card is probably going to go up even higher, and every single 1,000 coins that these cards rise, Courtois is probably going to rise another 1,000 coins. So he is definitely a safe investment. Of course, you want to sell that card after some big SBCs drop in the coming days. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Icon SBC as well. We've been seeing them throughout the last 2 weeks. Those SBCs have also been pushing up the high-rated fodder market. And we're looking at 91s. Those are all the way up to nearly 70,000 coins now. I think that 90 rateds are going to be following shortly behind. Now, we look at 89 rateds, and you're like, well, why not invest in some of those? And the reason is there's just so many options. There's so many different 89 rated cards, and I'm not saying they won't go up. I'm just saying that there are better investments where you can kind of double dip for certain cards, especially those ones that are going out of packs. So those are my safest SBC fodder investments currently, and I think you guys are pretty safe to go in on those. One last thing to think about for link investing is going to be hero cards simply from Serie A for Pogba. We saw how much hero cards moved from other SBCs, such as Sergio Ramos pushing up the ones in Ligue 1, and obviously with Gareth Bale pushing up the ones in MLS. We're probably going to see at least some movement from the Serie A hero cards. Some of the ones that I like are Di Natale, Cordoba might be a decent one. Possibly Lucio up top. And then I would probably stay away from cards like Nakata and Marquisio. I don't think those are very good ones to go in on because they share the exact same position as Pogba. You don't want to go in on a card that has the exact same position as the card that's coming out. And it's not opening up the FUT Hero, the World Cup. Yeah, okay. I was going to show you the World Cup Heroes, but FUTBin is not cooperating with that whatsoever. World Cup Heroes. There we go. So again, Marquisio I would stay away from. Rudy Voller is another option, 720,000 coins. Brolin maybe as an option. Again, stay away from Nakata. But those cards, if you can get for, a little bit of a snipe, obviously you're not going to be buying 10 of these, so you can take your time with that purchase and try to get a little bit of a snipe, a little bit of a bid. You can see Brolin's up 4% right now, so I'd probably stay away from that until he drops back down to maybe 430, 435. For Voller at 724,000 coins, maybe wait till he gets closer to 700 or maybe below 700. And there should be some opportunities to grab a couple of those this morning. If Pogba does drop at 6 p.m. content time, it might be too late to buy after that unless you're able to get in at the second wave. And I call it the second wave because there's a lot of people who invest in these cards and then the SBC drops and then within 30 minutes they try to sell the cards because they're dropping in price. And the reason that those cards drop in price is because of investors. Investors have saved their cards and invested for the SBC. The SBC drops and they immediately list their cards thinking that, okay, well, they should be skyrocketing. They're not skyrocketing. I've got to sell because they're not going up. Well, nobody's completed the SBC yet. It's only been 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and the SBC has 7 windows sometimes. Of course, it's going to take people time to complete the squad building challenge, and so there's sometimes an opportunity to get in as a second wave investor and buy those cards 30 minutes after or 45 minutes, an hour after the SBC drops, and they'll go up even higher. We've seen it time and time again, especially for those SBCs that are a little bit longer to complete. So keep an eye out for those hero card movements in the next few hours. Next, I just wanted to show my squad. Obviously, it's not looking great right now. We have no tradables. It's all untradeable. I did just pack that Conte and the 83 plus midfielders pack on stream yesterday. But ultimately, the squad only has a couple of players that I want to still see in the squad after Team of the Year. And that might be Capdevila and maybe Petr Cech. I'd be all right with keeping him. Paye, I think he sticks with the power curve. Honestly, all of the center backs are not too much of an issue. Sure, we could get some upgrades, hopefully getting that Team of the Year Van Dijk. But I want a new right back. I want new center mids. I want a new striker. I want a new right wing. And Ousmane Dembele has been part of this squad since the beginning, but I do want a new one. So hopefully we can pack some big boys during Team of the Year. But I wanted to put this out there as kind of a question of the day where you can comment down below. How do you guys feel about gameplay in FIFA 23? Because I will be brutally honest here. I think that FIFA 23 gameplay is possibly the worst gameplay in the history of FIFA. I would rather be experiencing Chinese water torture instead of playing FIFA 23 gameplay. It is miserable. And so after Team of the Year, I was considering just not playing the gameplay anymore and just focusing on content and trading videos and all of that. But then what's the point of building the squad at that point? I think the FIFA 23 content has been superb. Whoever is the live content producer, the head, or that entire team at EA, crushing it. The gameplay team needs sacked. It is god-awful. It is always delayed. It is always tough to play. It's like your players are running in sand, and it's just not like playing football. And I know my expectations are high. It's like, yeah, it's a video game. You shouldn't expect to play football. But what I feel like is that EA have taken our love for football. They continue to drop pretty below average video games when it comes to gameplay. I mean, that's what that's what you talk about when you're like, oh, do I like this game? Do you like this game? It's about the gameplay. But they've turned it into a casino for underage kids to gamble on cards that'll disappear within 12 months and they'll restart the process. And to be honest, it has been sitting on my mind a lot recently. I know that Visa, another FIFA YouTuber, has been kind of pushing out that same idea, and he's been working on a video for that over the past couple of days, and I'm excited for it. But realistically, it just hasn't been the same as it used to be. And I know it's always been, the same EA, the same greed, but recently it just seems to be even worse. And I think it just comes down to the fact that the gameplay is even worse this year. I know we had FIFA 19. And if that's the worst FIFA gameplay in your opinion, that is totally fair. FIFA 19 was terrible. But FIFA 23 is in the conversation at the very least. And yeah, I hate it. I absolutely despise playing gameplay. I think I'd rather do homework than this. But let me know your thoughts down below. Because if you're enjoying the gameplay, I don't want to take anything away from you. You enjoy the gameplay. And to be honest, it's weird because I think that I'm better at FIFA 23 than probably any other FIFA I've ever played. I'm pretty good at this game. And it's just, even when I'm winning, I'm either angry or bored. It just has no reward to it. There's never really a time where I'm excited about scoring a goal. The most joy I get from games is when people give me free wins in FUT Champs, because it just means I get to play the game less. It means I get the rewards without having to play the game. Even if I was going to win that game, I am so thankful I didn't have to play it. That is how bad this game is to me. But let me know your thoughts down below. That'll be the comment question of the day instead of a comment word of the day. Just answer that question down below, and I'll make sure to drop a heart, because I really do appreciate you guys' support. I absolutely love making content. I love making FIFA videos. I hate playing FIFA. That's the only thing. It's a very, very weird dynamic. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.